at all. So today we are going to with a new topic, so which is so very important. So in terms of product design and structures, so there is a last and few topic which has been left out here. So which is to be needed, very importantly needed for product design and structures. So this has been the part of the design and structures. So where a lot of information, a lot of data, uh, you know, the various forms, and then everything is being converted, everything is being used. All this phenomenon to be taken care. So what has been the exactly which is called as an uh, material master data? There is a what has been the importance of the data. So here, so data is been very much important in terms of all to convert the initial activity for storage information, to get the historical data, to have the innovation purpose. There is a lot of things which has been very much important to know, to have, to convert uh, with the purpose of validation, with the purpose of maintenance, with the purpose of purchasing, with in terms of accounts, in terms of sales, and with the regards of all that this material master data has been very much required. See, whenever we start any type of a company, the thing is we should have the lot of the things in our mind, to know how it is been working, how the process should carry out, how the forecasting to be done, how the design should be done, how the manufacturing to be done, how the costing to be taken care, what about the financial conditions, what about the marketing, how the customer accept our product, um, how the the branding will be created, the imaging will be created. Towards all that, this especially the master data will be taken care of, the process of all that to get the information in regards. So here it is then been the source of information for the material to have the several set of accounting information in terms of all the areas level. Like what I have told just now, it is nothing but to by giving the information for what all the activities that is to be stored, that is to be activated, that is to be processed, which in terms of purchasing, which in terms of storage, which in terms of sales, and all that which is been required to know what is the activity in terms of particular discipline, particular department, or where mm, smooth the smooth process will taken care in an organization because of this material master data. This data is based on any transaction or purchasing or the inventory or the several set of activities. All that will be considered towards the maintenance of the particular data, and that is called as a material master data. After that, there is a different types of master data. Master data is being very huge. The phenomenon of this master data to be known by the different types. In these different types, where there are some of the very important the data which has been given as a point. So where you have to know, you people know in the first topic, so where we have been discussed about product life management and product data management. the importance of product data management, you have been known, like why the data management is important. So this master data will take you where, like, the different, if at all there is a thousand set of activities which is being carried out, all the set of data which is being done, how that set of data will be maintained in terms of different terms, in terms of different process, in terms of different activities. So this is what which is called as the master data. Here, the first one which is called as the cost. In the cost, you know how important is being the cost. Here the cost, where we have been given the information of market data that is been purchased from data vendors, may have a significant cost. See the cost. See whatever uh, the process, whatever the activities that is being done in terms of product design and structures, cost will play the main role, because I have told how the financial conditions will be very much important in a company. Why it has been important is only because to run every process, because for run every process from starting to ending, there is the different ways of giving the finance conditions for different divisions, whether it may be the material or machine maintenance, machine running, for the power supply, or for giving the labor salary, or for marketing purpose, or for, anything which has been regarding to cost will be maintained in terms of master data, and this information will be given into the company people, the data vendors, or anyone. So this data will be maintained very accurately, so that the proper maintenance or the proper information or the proper process will go on in a company in terms of um, the smoother way to go. Causality. So here, the data with a large number of elements. There is a there is a different data which has been the large elements. See, whenever we search a data, so when you people start searching the data in terms of research and development, in terms of different ways, so there will be the larger number of elements. So larger number of elements is nothing but where the data can be stored in terms of larger elements, in terms of different analysis elements, in terms of different things on a particular area. So this obligatory should not be there in a data, because we are being storing the master data in terms of larger number of elements, and we have to know how to extract this type of elements. So that is what one type of master data, where it is being telling that there is a large number of elements, so where which can be stored for whatever, it may be a thousands of the work which is to be done, and all the work, all the information can be stored in terms of large number of elements. So this is what the one type which is called as canality. And then life cycle. In this life cycle, data that remains valuable for a significant period of time. See, life cycle of data is nothing but it is the storing the data, or else deleting the data, or else pushing out the data. See here, some of the people want to do is like 5 years or 10 years or 15 years, 20 years, even 30 years data can be stored in terms how to maintain. So that is what you people should know, like how this life cycle of data is been very much important. This data will remains very significant at a particular period of time, because how it is being very significant is only thing is because whenever the days goes on, mm, at the earlier stage the data will be very much important. But once at a particular days goes on, like a year like a months, however it is, the past data will loses its significance. Okay, the loses its significance. It's not full, but at a particular point of time, so that loses its significance. So that significance of data will not have the same value. When it doesn't have the same value at a particular amount of time, so this will be sent into another data storage, or else it can be removed, which has been not at all required, or else it will be kept another amount of time, because can be because of once again it may be help in forecasting, once again it may be help in certain set of activity, once again it may be help in different areas and all that. So this life cycle helps in the significant amount of time. So that is what exactly which is called as a master data. Volatility, how volatility is in the data. So that is which has been straight away related to the life cycle. The value and reuse. The value of data is being very much important. Like without a data, there the effectiveness of the work will always lost, because only the data will give you what is to be done, what is to be stored, what activity is been going, how the company condition is, what are the next work to be done, and all the values will be only created by this master data. Reuse. So reuse of master data is being very much important, because we all keep on using the data once again is only because there is a lot of information which has been required by day by day. So data will be once again it is being recollected. It will be recollected is nothing but it will be always reused again and again. So that is what which is called as the master data. Why why this master data has been so much important? See, in this business world, data is being valuable corporate software which can be managed properly, can support its company's ability to achieve the goals and to get its the financial results. And also it helps in the ability to give the accurate data at the best practices. See, data will be so much important just straight away now. It is only because it is an asset now. In this business world, data is only the asset. So wherever we go, so the work is important. So there, the data is being uttermost important. It always gives the supports of companies' ability to achieve its goals, to have its financial results, to improve its ability to access the data very accurately, to know the data. All that there is a different ways of getting, the data, the master data. So that is where this master data will be so much important. So here where there is a perspective way of getting to know the things of material master data. So in this material master data, where now you people can see, so there is a eight phenomenon of getting the material master data, which can be stored in terms of purchasing, in terms of storage, in terms of sales, in terms of classification, in terms of accounting, in terms of costing, in terms of MRP, in terms of work scheduling. So here you people can understand now by this category of this eight category, like how it has been important to have the material master data. Accounting has been very important. Like I've told, how the accounting has been important in terms of data to know what is been the financial conditions, what is being done, what is to be done, or what is to be invested, what is to be given, what is the loss, what is the profit. All that where you people have to know, in terms of costing, like if at all you have to procure the material, if at all you have to pay the salary, if at all there is a maintenance and all that will be done in terms of costing, and that will be helps in the material master data. Material requirement planning, in the material requirement planning, which is called as an MRP, so which has been also very much important, which tells that like what is been the material which has been required for a particular amount of time, for 1 month, 2 months, or 6 months, or 1 year, what has been the material requirement planning. Also this give the particular area in terms of material master data. So where, because 6 months or 1 year or 1.5 year or 2 years will be knowing been what has been the exactly material which has been required without affecting any without being affecting any work. And then after that there is another phenomenon which is called as an work scheduling. In this work scheduling, after doing all that, you people have to schedule your work. What are the works to be done at a particular amount of time, uh, how the delivery will happens. So when the delivery should happens, because when it comes to delivery and marketing, it's nothing but the work scheduling should be very proper. You have to complete your work on time. So when it is been completed, then automatically your work will be possibly it will be moved. It will be moved at a particular amount of time when it is reached. When it comes to purchasing, storage, sales, and classification, where you people have to understand there's a different set of classification in a material master data to be stored. In terms of sales, where the sales is being very much in the perspective manner, how when how the production, how the design, how the forecasting, and all that. It depends on all that. It depends on also the customer. This is one term where material master data can be analyzed in terms of scales. Storage. Storage is a one phenomenon which stores the data in terms of material. So purchasing, how to purchase it, which directly deals with the material requirement planning. And here and here you people can see so how the material master record in a different way, so where is the material master record to be maintained? So previously I have told in a smaller way, and now you can see the different ways where, like, where are the material master data is being taken care in terms of basic data, in terms of MRP, in terms of storage location, in terms of accounting, storage, warehouse management, purchasing, sales, work scheduling, quality management, forecasting, and classification. Uh, so in a brief, you have understood so where the material master record, how the record is being maintained in terms of different ways uh, in an organization. See, every perspective of different ways, there are different categories is been very much important. Now, in terms of basic data, you see what is the basic data of a company, or a material requirement planning for requiring the material, storage location, plant storage location, accounting, in terms of storage of material, in terms of warehouse management, in terms of purchasing, how the sales will be done, how the work scheduling is being possible, the quality management, what is been the quality management, where you people know how the quality management is being maintained, what is the efficiency of that quality management, what are the different set of rules of that quality management, forecasting, how the forecasting is being done, what are the different process of forecasting, what are the different techniques of forecasting, and all that will be will be recorded in the master record. Classification, what are the different classification that you have taken care to have the material and all that. All that will be I know so very much important in terms of material master record, where you people can see the different ways to store, because once this has been done, then automatically you people will know that where you people will know that this material master record will be analyzed in terms of different ways, and then whatever the requirement where you people want it, where you are getting very easy. Exactly what has been the requirements, basically the requirements of the material master data, the accounts and evaluation. So this is what which I was been telling about. In the requirements has been accounting, evaluation, the costing price. So where the standard price or future price and the current evaluation and all the different phenomena in terms of master data to be analyzed. Materials planning and control. In the materials planning and control, where you people can see or MRP, material requirement planning. So that's a way where you people will be knowing uh, you people will be knowing uh, what is been what is what is been the activity of the material, of the inventory control, and all that will be taken care. Uh, like examples of that: safety, stock, plant delivery time, reorder level of material, purchasing, in terms of purchasing, where you people can see what are the data which has been provided. Within, in terms of responsibility, it is not that it has been the purchasing of only the material. It has been some of the design requirements. It has been some of the engineering, the basic engineering data, like examples for the procuring a CAD drawings, some basic dimensions and design specifications, and all that which will be come into the master data. Storage, storage and warehousing, storage and warehousing information related to storage, warehousing. So where the conditions, the storage conditions, the packaging dimensions, information related to storage, warehouse, and all that will be taken care in terms of storage. The forecasting, the information of all the predicting material requirements, how the material is procured, and all that will be happening in the master material. Sales and distributions. The sales and distributions will have the orders and pricing, will be having the sales price, will be having the minimum order quantity, name of the sales department responsible of all the material, for the material. So this is what basically, like requirements is nothing but in the master material data, there are certain amount of data which has been very much important to have the activity. In that case, these are the basic requirements in terms of accounting, in terms of material planning control, in terms of purchasing, in terms of storage, warehousing, in terms of forecasting, in terms of sales and distribution. Here, like with the continuation of the benefits of material master data, uh, like how the material master data will be benefited is the end-to-end automated process. Historical master data means every part of this data will be end-to-end automated. So means all the data will be automated. So ability to ensure ongoing data integrity. So integration of all the particular activity can be integrated with the one over the other. That is what the one benefit, because whenever it has been integrated, searching always will be avoided. The master data searching will be always avoided. And then in depth of domain expertise, where all the domain experts, Expertise will be possible if all your people know the material master data. Ability to handle huge volumes of data in multiple languages. So in terms of master data, huge volumes of data can be handled in a set of different multiple languages. So this is what the one phenomenon is only material master data to be known is because in some of the countries where you have known that English is even though English is a major language, they will give so much of importance to their own language like Spanish or as French or so there the handling of data can be in a different multiple languages so that they can understand in their own language in the better way. So that is why this one word has been important, like ability to handle huge volumes of data in the multiple languages. A reduction in material data consolidation by more than 50%. So reduction of the material data, within consolidation of project timelines will be avoided 50%. So where so many things will be can be reduced, can be burdened, so whatever can be reduced in terms of 50%. Lower total cost of project due to automated approach. So because everything is been automated in terms of master data, then automatically the total cost of the project will be always lower because it has been analyzed, it has been understood in a better way, it has been understand in the multiple languages, the work everything is been automated. So this because the cost of project is being slightly lower, ensuring high quality, scalability, and then the consistency, and all this the quality and then consistency will be taken care. So next, after the master data, there is other topic in terms of this topic which is called as product description data. Product description, which is nothing but product specification. See, this is one concept which has been running throughout every human mind. Product description, it has been nothing but, see, in a daily life, to run to run our life, we are getting to a different set of product from our daily house products, from our grocery products, so from electronic products or any type of product description plays a main role. So how the product description plays a more main role is nothing but because whenever we procure even a 5 rupees or 2 rupees of pen, we always see the product description of a particular pen, like how it writes, whether it is a ball pen or whether it is pencil pen, whether it is being feasible to write, whether it writes continuously, whether it is a smoother one. I know for a 1 rupee or 2 rupees pen, the product description we look into. If at all we come to a glossary, we you take a rice and then you analyze the different set of rice, where you get the rice for 20 rupees per kg or 40 rupees per kg or 60 rupees per kg. Means it is nothing but where you see the prescription of a particular rice, prescription of a particular pen, prescription of a particular mobile phone. And all that here, product description is being playing the main role. So that is why this is called as means product description data where the different set of data in terms of product description, how it is being benefited here in the product design and then structure. So here in the product description, where you people can see the copy that explains what a product, why it's worth of purchasing, the product description to supply customers with important information about the features and benefits of the product so they are compelled to buy. This is, means you people have to compel your when you have to when you people have to buy the particular product, so then automatically you people see the product description, how it is been important for you to use it. By seeing all that, you see that whether it is been the worth of purchasing, When you people see when it is being the worth of purchasing, then automatically you people procure that. So that is what which is called as a product description data. When it is being defined in a smaller set, then there is a smaller points. There is a smaller points and observations where you people will see into in the product description data, because some of the smaller things where the people don't like. So that's why they have told it is being compared. It is being compared where it is been important for the customer to buy, and you people think that whether it is the worth of purchasing, it is been the worth of purchasing, and then you start buying it. So that is where this product description data is been playing very important role. The specification to be written. So how the specification to be written? When the customer need to buy the product, where he has to see the large amount of things whenever he want to procure, whenever he want to buy the product. So here where you people can see like how the product specification is being, written is nothing but how to be analyzed and what are the things to be taken care whenever you start manufacturing a particular product, and when it is being compared with the different product of the same specification which you have it. By all that where you start your product description, define the source of problem. So you define what is the source of the problem, because there is a lot of the problems which is being occurred whenever you go into the product. And then with that user customers feedback, you people say what is been the customers feedback of a particular product whenever which is been coming into the specification. You determine and evaluate the requirements. You people see what has been the requirements, what has been the requirements of a particular uh, product in terms of evaluation by comparing with the different products. Break a specific problem down into hypothesis. So if at all you have a specific problem at a particular product, you have to break it, because a small problem will be lead into the hypothesis where the customer reject may be rejected in terms of only because of product specification, because even the quality, even everything is being very very good, the customer always first seen into the product description. So that is why where you people have to see what all the problems and what all the initiatives to be taken whenever you people come into very important, which is called as customer and means the product specification. Add the patient with all the features if needed. So means everything, every information to be very much important to be specified. Arrange discussions across your team if needed. So discussions are all the discussions is been very much important if needed, because every like whenever we started with forecasting, then I have told like what has been the important of a team to do the forecasting. Like here also you have to arrange a different set of discussions whenever you go for product specification. And what the product what should the product description should be included. Means included is nothing but when you buy it, it is nothing but where you people see the specification. Means for that you people know what is to be included. What is to be included, you know what target of audience. The first step is to the product description define what is the target audience. Like I have told in whenever which comes into point, the target audience is nothing but it is the set of amount of people. There is a different ranges of people. For that different ranges of peoples where you people have to see, what is the target audience that the product should be reached. The different range of peoples having a different set of mind. So to reach the certain set of audience, then what should be your product description? So that is what where you people, that is what the sentence tells. So the reaching out the target audience has been very much important. Focus on the product benefits. So focus on the product benefits is nothing but the benefits of product should be always important. So even though there is a certain point, certain amount of negative impact on the product, but maximum you people have to see that there should be the product, the benefits of product should be minimum. Tell the full story. So whenever you have to procure the products and you people have to tell the full story, use a nature language and don't have a proper language. Use your words, power words that sell. Use your power words to tell in a specification. Make it easy to scan. So make the product description very easy to scan. Optimize for search engines. You go for search engine. Have some good images. Have some good brand images. Have some good, the labeling and all that. So this product description is being, it should be included. It should be included. So that is that is very important, because whenever the product is being procured, always this will be concluded with the different set of audience. So the one main phenomenon here is nothing but we link into different set of audience. A different set of audience is nothing but different set of the range of audience which is to be analyzed, which is to be taken care for, having the different set of product description which analysis to be taken by the company. How this has been benefited? This has been benefited whenever you people see now. Uh, Now you people know, so product description. So before like 5 to 6 years back or 10 years back, where you people know there was no e-commerce, there was no online purchasing. Only the people want to go buy offline and then know information. Once they go, they check it and then they come back once again by only by seeing the different set of models. But now this is not a case now, because every human will be having the access of internet, and then every one will be having access of Google, so that they see all the description and straight away they go and purchase, or else they purchase even online and offline. So how this has been, when the product description has been very much proper, when the product description is very much accurate, if there is no ambiguity in the product description, then automatically the people have the trust, the people have the interest to buy in your product whenever it is being very much accurate in terms of product description. Because in the product descriptions, once it is being mentioned and then later whatever the product description has been mentioned that is been not matched with the product, then automatically it loses the interest of customers to buy your product. So that is where so this the product descriptions will be playing a main role. So in this, there are different potential customers also. So where they concentrate more and more in terms of this product descriptions, and also they see to that what are the problems which has been existing in a particular problem also, because they always see like what has been the problem analysis, what has been which has been existence of the particular the product, fixing the problems and all that will be taken care. This is also one type of benefit in terms of product description, because the people will be knowing, the people of the company will be knowing in the early stages like what has been the problem of the product at the early stage, so that they rectify that and then they rectify and then they correct it as early as possible. Where this in the continuation of this benefits of product descriptions, where you people can just see the product description benefits are the things. There are different things where which is being satisfied by desires of customers. Hope this will get into good feeling where my product, whatever which is being purchased or whatever the product descriptions or specification which is been actually mentioned, and that has been very much true, and I am satisfied with the product, with the quality, or with the design, or with the model and all that. So there is a certain amount of benefits in terms of two types of benefits are actual benefits and then perceived benefits. In the actual benefits, this includes the performance of a product. So where this design as well, this design as well as its cost effectiveness, perceived benefits. Benefits includes benefits popularity. So this always included. This will be included. The benefits will be always included in terms of popularity. So once your product has been always good, then automatically you people can see your product will your product will have the good image. So that's what the actual benefits and then the positive type of benefit. Here, so this type of product description data will come in then catalog management. I know in the catalog management, so this is the category where you people means whenever your product description has been proper, then you people have to come into the catalog management where you people have to see like all this very much important things, like how this been categorized, where you people can see the product photo editing, product description writing, processing of the product data entry, content management of a product, maintenance of a product, e-commerce support of a product feedback submission, product categorization. See, all this will comes into management where which gives you the exact product descriptions. So how this product description which comes into picture is by where you people now you people know that, see, product photo editing is nothing but, so when there is a brand image, because they always see the logos, they always see like whenever you have the product photo editing, you see the descriptions, you see the specification, all that will be printed very much very clearly, and that is by the product photo editing, and that will be taken by catalog management. Product description writing, and how clearly you write your product description, that has been very much important, because the description should not have any information so that it has been wrong, which has been not clear and all that. So you people have to see that the product description is being very much clear. Processing of a product. So once this being correct, and the processing of that a particular product description, whatever which has been given, that process is been very much important. Product data entry. So means once it is been done, automatically the data entry of the specification of the product should be always proper. The content management, whatever the description is been mentioned in the product, and that should be very much proper in terms of content management. Updating and maintenance, so means all that maintenance will should be updated, it should be proper. E-commerce back office support, so means e-commerce, like what just I have told, this e-commerce has been very much important, where this will help you, the back support of product descriptions will help you to give the publicity in terms of product description. Feedback submission, so once it has been done, automatically you people have to see like what has been the feedback of a particular product, and then categorization. So once the feedback is been taken, then automatically you people have to categorize. You people have to categorize in a different form, and then so bring into the notice of a catalog management, and where this has been, I know where this has been wrong, and where it is to be updated, in which form it is been updated, and what are the different forms which is being taken care, and all that will be done in terms of catalog management. Product description data is nothing but which has a different areas to be taken care once this has been released in terms of which has been released in a market. So when it is being uh, coming as an output, then automatically you people have to see that everything is being done by the catalog management. So this is what exactly which is called as product description data. Thank you.